if you work in senior living, as I did, you get attached to people. Like, you have your favorites, like, you can't help it. You have residents you really connect with. And it is very difficult, and in particular, like, I remember many situations where a resident was dying, and the care staff, certain people especially are really broken up about it. And there were days that were really tough and sad. Just such a wild experience working in senior living, because there's this, especially in memory care, there's like this, you get attached to people because you can't help it, because hopefully you're in this field because you're an empathetic person. But you attach to people, but you have this mindset of like, I don't know how long this person's gonna be here, and so it's like this weird distance you sort of have to create for yourself sometimes, this professional distance, which is very difficult to maintain. So with caregivers, my mother-in-law passed in November. She had progressive supranuclear palsy, which is a very rare form of dementia. And so my father-in-law is very, very depressed right now. And part of the challenge with being a caregiver, and this happens a lot, is that the person very much throws themselves into the caregiving role and doesn't spend time, especially men, don't spend time with other people to develop relationships outside of the relationship they have with the person they're caring for. So when that person passes, they don't have an emotional outlet outside of that person. So I always encourage caregivers, while their person is alive, to do their best to get help to provide care, be that transitioning them into a care community, bringing in a home care agency, calling a neighbor, calling a friend, having at least a support group that they go to, even virtually, so that they are not feeling so alone when the person does pass. It is so important, and unfortunately my father-in-law really didn't do that, and so I think that has been incredibly challenging for him.